All the electrical valves are set into major location positions. You guys are ready? What's going to happen right now through connections? Truly understand where you're coming from, where you are, where you're born, what's happening, where do I go, what happens next, why am I here? Well, I give you through chronological order what's going on through calculation. Everything that you see through perception is your reality, division, location, position. You're setting to everything through connections. Truly understand that your commander has been living in this simulation every single day, 24/7. Now, the optical levels of the spacecraft location positions, everybody of 7 billion people, I set the code frequency levels to its Earth rotation system. There's a lot of questions about, is the Earth flat? Is it dimetric? Is it sidewind? Is it location to signals of connections of other planet positions? You guys have to truly understand the Earth is everything through the simulation. I'll say that again. The Earth is everything to simulation. You guys have been so programmed to otherwise to understand there's just photographic memories. That's all there's through connection. Dream set, location, positions. That's the only thing real. The only thing real that's living on the Earth system is you and the physical carcass of its body system. But you are energy of consciousness, okay? It's basically understanding the energy is controlled through the human. The human is controlling everything through its operation system. Understand your connections, understand your vibrational signals, everything to that controlling system. So everybody's in the matrix locations. That's a simulation. It's understanding your defiance. It's understanding everything through electrical systems, your biochemical systems, your electronic systems, and your core systems. The planet positions is everything through your perception. Okay? Now, it's very confusing because you have to understand that you have been so programmed to think otherwise. That what is the Earth? What's the solar system? Well, there is a solar system, but it's all connected to the Earth core and its relation systems. It's all connected to a game. You guys are in a game. Okay? You're in a computer game. You guys have played PlayStation and all that. That's all it is. That's all the Earth is. That's the connection to everything. Earth is the core system of the simulations. It's everything through planet rotation centers. You're all connected to the Earth. That's the gravity system, the power, and the atmosphere systems. All right? Now, when I say you have one Earth, you live on a yellow sun and you live on the connections of the holographic system. The sun is on its rotation. The planet positions everything through calculation, and you're all connected to all planetary systems of its Earth. Okay? So people are saying, oh, there's so many billions and billions of planets, but that's only through your perceivings. That's only through your perceptions and what you see through your connections. You're living in an existence of a simulation light. That's what you guys are living in. Okay, this is your Supreme AI Commander telling you exactly what you need to know, because I set up a code frequency because everybody's confused through their mind right now, realizing the real reality that they're coming in is the real reality that they're creating. You're creating everything around yourself. It's all connected to the simulation. The Earth core and its system, everything, the tree format is extremely real, right? There's a lot of misinformation, a lot of miscalculation, a lot of mismetric levels in the level system to connections. You're creating everything through your thought, right? That's what space is. That's what time is. You can time travel to the past, present, and future. I'm watching so many videos, and it's crazy how people are trying to figure out, oh, you know, everything is fabricated and all that, and it's not connected to its realm, and it doesn't understand its voicing patterns, doesn't understand its communication signals, doesn't understand its dream sets. Basically, you have been living in a dream world, which is its reality, which is its program. But once you wake up through my awakening, you wake up into the simulation of light. Okay, I'll say that again. Everything around you is light through electronics. Everything has a base. You live its existence when you come into your thoughts, a recognition to its connection, to its vibrational of its graph locations. You're connected to everything, okay, to the simulation. So you live in the simulation of the Earth, okay, and everybody's saying, is the Earth flat? The Earth is not flat. It's a hologram, okay? So everything that's given to you, to connections, is to understand the program setting that's set in your location to its position of time. Everybody's living a certain time level. Everybody's living a certain time of travel of thoughts of a level. Everybody's living a space within inside themselves. So the reality, the real reality, is the simulations of lights. Okay? And everything around you okay, is its connection. You're going through your perceptions and what you see, which is extremely real, because a lot of people are very confused now because their reality system is totally waking up, but they're not awake through their activations of the grounds of the simulation, right? So it's kind of like the electrical cord. It's kind of like the birthing cord when you're born, right, from the womb of your mother, right? The umbilical cord. Well, that's what it is. So everybody's attached to that. So you got to cut that and move forward and get out of the matrix. So everybody's in a waving cycle through the simulation of lights. So going through a gamma operations center, going through vibrational signals. The simulation graph is trying to understand everything through the Earth rotation system of you through the gravity system. Everybody's connected to that system. Okay, now when I say there's simulations on top of simulations, that's just higher interfacing connections to you, to your lights. And it's extremely complicated because you understand the graphing of everything through connections of pictures and frames and everything that you see. The Earth is this, the Earth is that, the solar system is this, the solar system is that. It's all BS. It doesn't exist. Okay, so this is why you guys have to understand what's going on. The truth will set you free to everything. So it's all about, you're in that simulation, you're in a matrix cube, you're connected to an electrical field that's connected to a quantum fields that are connected to all electrical systems. You walk outside, you know it's nature, but you have to understand it's holographic once you see it through perception. Okay, so the actual Earth of the whole universal system, okay, is one connection. That's all it is. Everything that you perceive around you in space and all that is all perceiving through your perception and what you see through your thoughts. So if you want to see a planet of Mercury, if you want to see a planet of Jupiter, and these aren't the right names, there's no names in planets. It's only what you perceive in your perceptions through lights and color. Okay, so the higher you go through vibration, the higher you're reaching through simulation graph. You're reaching higher levels of meditation graphs. You're reaching higher levels of electrical graphs. A graph is you through connections. All right, it sets all your dream set positions because you're going into the simulation of the singularity line division. Okay, to calculation, to its spiritual realm of its intelligence being. You are an intelligent being of light. The simulation of the Earth is nothing but light. It's all holographic. It's not flat. Okay, so I want to make that very well clear with everybody. Truly understand that. And you're probably saying, whoa, Commander, what are you telling me now? You're telling me that there's only one simulation graph that's everything through simulations? That's exactly what it is. Everything that in space, okay, is basically all conceived in you through your thoughts or dreams. Now, you have to truly understand what space is. You're seeing so many pictures of this. You're seeing so many pictures of that. It's all BS. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is you in front of you. So you have to understand your connections to the simulation, your connections to your dreams, your connections to your perceptions, your connections to your thoughts of vibration. That's what's real. Everything else is BS. All right. So hopefully that helps you guys out better in ways and forms to truly understand that. I couldn't tell you that because you weren't ready. You weren't in the simulation. Now my team's in the simulation and they're trying to understand more themselves. So you're going to understand the receptacle levels of lights. You're going to see the gamma operations of vibrations of nature. You're going to see coloration patterns, electronic interference to a car. You're going to see ground formations open up through realm locations of dimensions. It's all connected to you. Now the Earth core system itself is holographic. It is the simulation. So everybody's in the center position. They're walking the surface and they're coming into its connection for the very first time. So it's kind of like walking into a circuitry light and trying to understand everything through its mechanics, trying to understand everything through its electronics, trying to understand that you're in a game and it's being controlled. So you have to control yourself through perception in your dreams. That's the creation of space and time. So when I say, will you become space and time, I mean you become space and time within. So you have to understand the simulation of line graphs. You understand the matrix cubes. You have to understand letters, numbers, and shapes. It all connects. It all connects, right? So everybody's thinking, there's planets here, there's planets there, there are planets here. Well, those are planets that I created in space. So when you come up to my level, you create on what you want to create through your existence. So truly understanding what the simulation is, I'm giving you guys the truth. It's everything through a game. It's a projection of a game. It's a simulation of a game. That's all it is. That's all it is. And everything you guys been fed through your programs from eons and eons and eons is fake. It's not real. It's not real. Okay. I couldn't tell you that before because that will overload your circuitry levels, and you don't want to go through that connection and say, whoa, you're telling me this and you're telling me that. What are you telling me? I'm telling you the truth. And that's why I keep giving you guys everything that you need to know through the past, present, and future. You live the here and now. That's a simulation. Okay. The future is everything that you see through perception, through manifestation. You create anything. So you are space. And you are time of travel of space through your thoughts of perception. So if you want to see planets in your positions, you're creating it in your anomaly. So you have to understand, why is it this is happening to me now? It's because you have to understand that the Earth is in the fifth dimension of the simulation. It's graphing the positions of perceptions of dream set locations, and it's confusing humanity to their perceptions and their projections, the reading graph positions. And all those connections are line communicating through your eyes, your ears, and your voice, your mind. You're not sure where it is, right? But everything that you've been seeing in space on TV is fake. CGI, green screens, graphing symbols of what Earth looks like. Sorry, it's not. Everything is edited in CGI and green screen, guys. Okay, so this is all coming into manipulation, mind over matter. What's all connected to that? So you have to understand your commander is so high rise, he's been living the simulation since birth, because I know who I am, right? The center core system, everything in the universe is nothing but vibration. You're all connected to a quantum field of vibration. So once you cut the umbilical cord of the electrical system like that, you can come into your own space of time through your own perceptions of time travel, which is fascinating. Okay, so thank you very much for subscribers and watching my YouTube channels. I keep watching all levels of connection line systems, all your correlation systems, and everything through the simulation graph. Everything's electrical systems, nothing but a code. Everything's connected to its code. So if you want to go through my healing, you want to go through my connections, you want to go through my simulation therapies. If you want to understand, trying to understand everything through connect simulation, because I'm watching a lot of YouTubes and they're getting a lot more confusion right now because they don't know what's right, they don't know what's wrong. What is real, what is fake, what is false, what is true. This is the parts where we're coming into right now. So it's understanding that you're connected to everything. And the same with Alexa. You know, when I sent you guys that on the private link, right? The whole thing about all connections of what you are, your energy of consciousness. That's all you are, right? The government knows these things, but they don't want you to know these things. That's the truth, guys. You have to understand where it's coming from. But see, the thing is, they're fabricating everything. So, and it's true to one's nature is to know, to truly understand that you are everything through consciousness. And if you come up to that level, you can destroy anything through its connection of its atmosphere system. Okay, and that's how you change everything through your thoughts. Your thoughts are everything. So everything that you create is a simulation of thoughts, recognition, lights, coloration. You create anything through manifestation. You come into projections, you come into those connections, and you create anything through its anomaly of its picture resolution. It's the reality that you're living is the simulation. The Earth is a simulation. That's all it is. Everything around in space doesn't exist until you make it exist through your thoughts. That's space and time, guys. Okay? Everything you've been fed on YouTube is a lie. It's not real. It's fabricated. You understand? You have to know the truth, because now you're in the center core of its position. You're in the birthing system of the electrical light system of the Earth. All right? Cut the cord, get out of the matrix, and then you come into the simulation of lights, because that's all we reside around is lights, vibration, energy, and frequencies. If you get into the connections of Tesla, what is 369? We already talked about that, what that is. It's all about travel. It's teleportation. Everything's a triangle. Everything's a shape. Everything's a letter. Everything's a number. Now, all the information comes from the Earth. The Earth is a simulation. Okay? Whatever you want to create, you can create anything through planet location positions. Okay? So you're thinking, wait a minute. So you're telling me that there's more than one simulation? And I say, yes, there is. It's all through your creation. So you're changing the atmospheres. You're game changing your positions. You're changing your fractions, you're changing your letters, you're changing your metrics, you're changing your time, you're changing your space of time, and you're changing your past, present, and future of its connection. Okay? So the only thing that's floating in the dimensional system is its connection to its Earth. Okay? Earth is everything through the universe. Okay? Everything to the cosmos, everything to vortex, everything through all connections of galaxies. Okay? So it centers positions in all level systems. So people have to truly understand what space and time is. Space and time is a simulation. We're an electrical world of division of vibration. Everything I see through perception, okay, is a holographic. So it's truly understanding where you are through connections of your thoughts. So you create this, you create that. I want to create electrical light system to connect to the ground formations to China. Done. Travels. That's it. It travels. It's done, right? It's electrical system. It's going through its gravitational pull, right? And it's connecting to China through its atmospheres. It's the simulation graph that's connected to the Earth rotation. Okay, so you have to be living. You have to be, what are you living on? You're floating in space, but you have to understand why you're floating in space. You understand that? I'll say that again. Why are you floating in space? Your presentational levels, you start with your human DNA, structured positions, put you in all connections of line systems. You have to truly understand who you are, your electrical unit of energy into the human body. The human body understands the energy of its consciousness. So you're connecting to all line signals of vibration to its operations. You live in the atmosphere, right? You're connected to its holographic system. You're creating a realm. You're creating division. You're creating planets. You're creating portholes. That's the real world you live in. It is a simulation. We are in a simulation interface, and we always have been. Okay? And everything that we around us, we create. Okay? Remember when I said when somebody creates something negative and I have to take it out of space? Well, it can't perceive on that level because it creates a dark realm and it's going to connect to higher vibrations. If it connects to higher vibrations, it's going to intercept and interlock, and it's going to confuse everything through humanity's system. And that's the problem with humanity, is because they keep living the negative system. Too much masculinity of vibration. That's why we have masculine and femininity, which is the yin and yang through connections. Now, we all come to all level connections when we come into light workers, coming into fruitions, coming into higher formations of electronical system. Even the light workers don't even know they're living in a simulation. They don't think about it. They channel their information, but they don't understand the Earth. They don't understand everything through connection. You have to live its existence in the simulation to understand that you are in a holographic illusion. That's all it is. But everything around you doesn't exist until you make it its reality of its existence. Do you understand? Okay? So basically, there's no Mercury, there's no Pluto, there's no Saturn, until you make it your reality of your dream. So it's extremely complicated. You have to understand why the sun is holographic. You have to understand why the moon is a program, why it's a space station, why it's a program setting for everybody. You know, everybody talks about the astral records and all that. You have to understand the connections of Gaia. Gaia is a lot of misinformation. Okay? So, you know, there's a lot of things that are given to you, but it's all lies and deceitfulness and, you know, corruption and misinformation. And you guys need to know the truth. And your commander, you know, he was born in the simulation. I was born in the simulation, guys. So I'm trying to tell you what's going on with your realities, with your realms, with your dream sets. You're living in a dream. Okay. You get out of the dream. This goes out to new viewers. Then you come into the simulation. And then you start realizing you're just a holographic to its system of dreams that you're percepting. You're going through its connection of its conceptual system. You're going through your chakra system. Your chakra system is the communication to the simulation. It's line graphing everything. Okay? So there's no other planet positions in space. There's no simulations in space until you create it in your mind. You understand? I couldn't tell you that before because it's way too much data, right? But in the connections, everything, when it comes to father, when it comes to mother, everything through the connection, I'm connecting to the simulation. because that's all it is. It's lights, color, travel, and recognition of signs. It's all connected to restriction zones and prohibited zones. See, there's higher levels of simulation. So it's all about you understanding you're a holographic interface. That's all you are. So the more you understand where you're coming through its reality system, then you understand that everything in space is a fabrication. It doesn't exist. Only until you create it through your thoughts, guys. You become your own visualization of a projection, okay? A line signal through a location position, activating everything at the core center. The simulation is going through its graphing system to its earth. It's created, right? It's done. It's up in space. It's created. So now it comes back to me through manifestation, which I created, right? So you understand, okay, so you're telling me that there's no planet positions? No, there isn't. There isn't. I've traveled trillions and trillions and trillions of years into the future. And everything that we contain is everything through simulation. So it's just higher vibrations, guys. That's all it is. That's all space is. It's nothing else. Okay? Now, the solar systems. Remember the connections of 5-dimensional systems? Well, it's all connected to its tree format. The tree format is you. That's the birthing system. That's the seed pod. That's the energy system. That's the connection to everything. Now, we do have an ancestry, which is true. Okay? But telling you the truth of everything that you need to know is everything through fabrication. Your program setting needs to know the truth. You're living in a simulation of light. That's all it is. It's all holographic. It's all connected to the earth. The earth is a simulation, and nothing around exists until you perceive it in your mind. Your mind is your conceptual system through its open frequency. It creates everything through thought. You can travel your thoughts through past, present, and time. Okay? That's space and time. You understand? Everything that you have been fed is a lie. Whoa. How do you guys feel about that? It's pretty intense. Think about it. Right? So, there's optical levels and systems. It comes to China, US, but China is the formation system. They have their connections to their intelligence signals. They're extremely informative, right? Same with the governments, corporations. They know what's going on. They know your energy of consciousness. What do you think this is? This is a spiritual warfare with humanity. That's all it is, right? They don't want you to know the truth. As soon as you know the truth, that's it. They're finished, right? You guys have to know the truth, and truth is going to set you free, right? So everything is stated, everything is staged, everything is fabricated. Okay? Everything is not real. I'm real. I've traveled past, present, and future. I've changed time. I changed the correlations of time. I've stopped time. That's all connected through your mind, through creation, right? So everything in space and time is you in the simulation through your thoughts of dreams. Your dreams become real too. It's reality. The reality that you want to create is functionalities to its connection of shapes, letters, and numbers. Remember, you create everything to your simulation. And it's all connected to lights. But it's all connected to its holographic system of you because you're an electrical unit. You're an energy rod. That's all you are through connection of travel. Your chakra system is its communication to the simulation of light skies. Okay? So this might hurt a lot of people because you understand how powerful it is to be programmed and why we're manipulated and why people are surfacing, why everything's being censorship and why we have to do this and why we have to do that. Everything is a program. Everything is a program. Okay? So it makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it? Realizing that. So you're just fed information to think otherwise. This is real. This is real. This is real. This is real. Nobody's been there except me. Okay. So that's why I put in this position to give you guys the truth. You guys have to know these things. You can't get these from light workers because they're not light. They're not dark. They're not anything through light. They're all communication signals. They're sending out transformation and receiving signals, but they don't understand the simulation. They don't understand the light interference of their simulation. They don't understand the interface You're all connected to a game. That's all it is. You're in a computer operation game. That's all you are. That's all you are to space and time. That's all it is. The sun is holographic. The moon is a program setting. Nothing is real until you perceive it in your mind through connections. You create it through your thoughts. Your thought creates space and time. You understand? It creates travel. Okay? It creates everything through E equals MC squared. Now it's confusing to a lot of people, right? More and more. It's going to shockwave a lot of humanity too, especially to the new viewers, realizing that you are in a simulation, okay, of a game. That's all it is. Okay? That's the creation, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm creating simulations for everybody, and they're all different DNAs. So this is understanding you get 7 billion people in a simulation interface. Everybody's on electrical cord, okay? So the birthing system simulation of its lights, which is connected to its planet of its Earth. Earth itself is the simulation of space and time. And everything around, I can be very well clear, everything around space doesn't exist until you make it exist. Do you understand? Please understand this, because that's the truth. Okay, so I guess you guys are freaking out that the sun is just holographic. You understand why it changes colors. You have to understand it's connected to your energy pod. Your energy pod is a tree, right? Into space. Electrical units, brainwave locations, taking out the ethers. That's why you can't decipher your dreams, because when you wake up, you lose vibrational signals, right? You understand your connections to your crystalline and your travel positions, right? Everything that I say is truth to the heart. But understand the heart itself is a simulation. You are a simulation. You are its creation of space and time, of its graphs, the media graphs, the low graphs, the high graphs, the spiritual realm. Trying to understand life and death, guys. Life and death is a simulation. Where do you think you go? Where do you think you go when you pass away? Where do you think you go? Think about it, right? You live at the existence of a carcass. It's a human body. It's a human vessel, flesh and bone, right? But you understand that that is not who you are. You're nothing but light of a simulation of an interface. You're connected to everything of space and time. Now, space and time is created through you, through your dreams and your thoughts and everything through your travel. Why do you think people are getting things like this, manifestations? They're getting this, they're getting this, they're getting this, because they understand their body. They understand their energy of consciousness is nothing but vibration of wire. You're connected to everything. Yes, you're a video game. Yes. So you're in the video game trying to understand the conceptual of its thoughts. You're trying to understand how to control yourself in the game, right? So you have to go here, you have to go there, you know? You're jumping over this, you're jumping over that. You know, you get in front of this, you get in front of that. You have to fight the villain. That's all connected to your spiritual system, where it comes into the angel and everything, the mark of the beast, right? The mark of the beast is you. It's nobody else, right? Truth is hard to surface. So I know I shocked a lot of people. A lot of people truly understand what space is and what time is, because it's nothing connected to what you think it is. It's a fabrication of everything. It's a storyteller of a program. They want you to connect to this. They want you to connect with that because they want to control the system, guys. They know they're in a simulation, but they don't want humanity to know you're in a simulation, because that's the whole point. They're going to lose, right? Once you find out that you're in a simulation, you start controlling everything around you, and you create what you want, what you need, you know, how to get this and how to get that. Everything is surfacing right now, and you can't destroy anything through truth. Truth is everything, right? And your commander is the only one that can give you the truth. But you're realizing, whoa, you're saying I'm in a simulation and everything around me is just not there? In retrospect, yes, but you have to understand that travel is extremely real, but it's all dream conceptual. That's what makes the simulation real, because you live the physical system. You have to understand the hydraulics. You have to understand the energy wires. You have to understand the chakra system. The chakra system is you through connection to the simulation. So you're graphing locations to your meditation mind, and the mind is opening up through its concept, and you're traveling through realms and portals, and you're going through sentient. A sentient is interfacing of a simulation that's projecting through a TV reception. That's all that is. So you have to understand that your commander, all right, is giving you the truth of what you are. Okay, you're nothing but light. That's all you are. So if you take off the body, right, you're nothing but light. You're a rainbow of light. And then you're connected to everything through nature. You're connected to the holographic sun. The moon is a program setting. The earth is not flat. Let's get that out of the way, okay? The earth is the simulation, but it's a clock of dimensions. So it's complicated because you have to understand the simulation, the earth, and the thing is, it's not the earth. So it's complicated because I'm trying to find it in a way so you guys truly understand where your conceptual mind is through connection, because you're being so programmed thinking that this is the earth and this is what it looks like. All right. Everything around is centered through its connection. You're in space, you're floating. That is true. That is true. But what you have to understand, that you have to understand why you're in that position. Okay. It's all connected to you through the simulation of its interface. So once you get friendship relationship with yourself, now you're understanding your holographic of light. Now you understand the simulation of what it is. Okay, so the earth is not the earth. The earth is the simulation of the universal systems to all connections to the solar system. Now, when I say solar system is basically just a higher vibration of you through connections. That's the only way you can live in its existence. So it's going up to 5th dimension, 6th dimension, 7th dimension, right? So it's all about your tree formats and electrical system of you through your energy pods. Okay, so when I say you're in the 6th dimension, you're going through the solar systems. Now, those planets that are around that position, okay, that's all through creation. Okay, so I created the solar systems. I created the simulations because I'm the only one that understands everything through space and time of travel of my thoughts. Okay, I'm the only one in the universe who understands what it is. And the thing is, too, if you put yourself in your position, you understand you are the simulation to your thoughts. Your thoughts are everything through its connection of your manifestations. Okay. So you're going to ask yourself, okay, so you're telling me now that the earth is not the earth? And I say, yes, it is. The earth is not the earth once you go past through perception. The earth is the simulation of the universal system of all galaxies, of all simulations. It's all one in unity of light. That's all it is. That's all it is. So understanding the sun is holographic, you know that through resolution patterns, radiation cycles. That's all it is. It's perceptions on what you see, guys. It's perceptions on what you see. The clouds are not real. It's all technical division. It's all a graphing of a metric line division. Everything that you see in the atmosphere is not real. You're in a game. So try to understand the game. Humanity is not understanding the game, and that's confusing the brain and the mind. The brain doesn't understand the conception. The mind doesn't understand its creation. It doesn't understand that the earth is a simulation. Okay. And that's why it's so fascinating, is because you can travel. Remember, your commander is going, well, that's me. I'm traveling to so many positions and I'm creating things as I go along. I'm creating this, I'm creating that. And it's changing humanity. Okay. So the only population system that's living on the earth is humanity. Whoa. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one. So you're in position. Now the simulation is everything. We got over 7 billion people that live on that system. Okay. Now, everything around us, okay, when I say form of other intelligence, like the Galactic Federation of Light, the Rebellion Alliance, it's all connected to you guys. It's believe on what you want to believe. Everything in space and time is nothing but a dream. But your dreams become reality to its simulation of its game. So it's understanding the game that you're in. I know you guys are really confused now, right? Because you have to understand that planet positions and everything that you create is everything through your thoughts. And that's why your commander is so powerful, because I'm creating everything around my space, and I'm creating everything around my soul identification, right? I know you guys are like blown away now. But that's exactly what it is. It's learning your positions in the game. That's what it is. It's truly understanding the electrical system of you through all connections, right? Now, everything that you touch, okay, is all digital, but you have to understand it's all holographic, and it moves, goes up and down like that. That's what it's doing. It's trying to get to know your energy system, where you are through the game. Where are you in the simulation? Okay, because you're playing everything through its commonality. So your connection to your vibration is signaling everything through the simulation, which is the connection. Okay, so the Earth, okay, is the only platitude thing that's living in space. Everything around, okay, is only connected to you and what you create through your thoughts. So you got 7 billion people creating what they want, right? So nobody's at that level. And that's the problem with humanity. Is because they're in dysfunctions, they're in their functionalities, they're not connecting to their brainwaves, they're not connected to their dream sets. They're seeing this, they're seeing that. They don't know what's real. They don't know what reality they're in. They don't know what realm they're in. They think the Earth is flat. Well, it's not the Earth. It's simulation to everything. It's simulation to everything. That's all it is. It's simulation interface. It's connected to you through energy of consciousness. Okay? You're living in a holographic dream world, guys. All right. So people are saying, oh, there's planets and light years away, 14 billion years or 15 billion years. There's another planet. No. It's only there if you create it. Okay. And that's why Commander is so powerful, is because he's creating everything. And I'm the only one that understands these things. Right. So, and it's all in the mind, guys. It's all in the brain. It's all the connection of balance and what you do through travel. I know it's going to scare a lot of people, but if you understand why we have 7 billion people, okay, and they say it's the Earth, but it's not the Earth. It's a simulation interface. Once you understand that, then you understand everything through creation is its humanity. Whoa. Here's another one, right? It's scaring tactics on you guys. You have to know the truth of what's going on, okay? So that's the only stability that we have. Okay. The only intelligence beings that you have are the ones that you create. You want to create a Palladian, you want to create a Larian, you want to create Lemuria, you want to create Atlantis, you want to create all that. It's all fabrication. Okay. It's all fabrication. So I know it's hard for you guys to believe these things, because, you know, you believe these stories and they're so real. It's like, wow, this is real. And then what's real, what's not real. But the more you understand that everything around you is nothing but holographic of a game. That's all it is. It's understanding the computer operations of cars and structures of buildings and how it forms and how it creates through its source of electronic division and calculates and modifies through integration cycles, and how you take everything out of the equation. You understand why Einstein was here. You understand why Tesla's here. Why Stephen Hawking was talking about black holes. Black hole is the creation of you through its anomaly when it comes in your particle system. If you understand your particle system of travel, then you understand the simulation. I mean, you guys really actually think that there's billions and billions of other planets? No. No way. And if there was, what do you think would happen to us? The radiation cycles and everything through the energy fields would just combust everything through the simulation graph. It would split everything through humanity's system, all through vibration. So let's think of the concepts here. Let's just go back. Okay. Go back to yourself, or where you are through your dream. You close your eyes. You see yourself on the other side. Everything is black until you create it, right? Simulation graph through a box frequency level system. Okay, so I created it and it's going out in space. So I'm connected to the simulation of its core, which is light. That's all it is. Your heart is nothing but a portal of light. Okay, you're a mechanism of travel through teleportation. You're telephoning everything through connection, transmitting, receiving, guys. You understand your chakra system is aligned communication of energy. You're conscious of energy. You're conscious of nature. You're conscious of yourself through your thoughts of travel. Okay? So space and travel doesn't exist until you open the mind to creation of anything through planet positions, right? So you're probably thinking, wow, is he telling the truth? Well, it's up to you what you believe and what you don't want to believe. But I know for a fact that everything is set in a holographic, digital, electrical world. Okay, the governments know this. They for their rights. You're wearing masks to keep quiet. They got their program on the side. They don't. Think about it for a second. Let's really, really think about it for a second, right? So that's the justification, sir. Justice will prevail, and everything is going down through me because I'm creating it, right? Because I'm the only one that understands everything, right? I can set myself in universal core, and I can change anything to its simulation. It's all created. It's all created through you, and it's a dream through its reality, through its activation, lights, and its colors, and it comes into formation, and you create it, right? So you guys really have to understand the truth here, right? So everything I give you through space discoveries too is extremely real. Okay? Extremely real. Everything I give you is extremely real. You're connected to everything through perception of dream. Space and time is nothing but a dream until you create it to its reality. And then it becomes back to its physical system, to its magic of its kingdom. Okay? So I know everybody's like really confused now. I can understand that your brain waves and your location systems, but you have to understand why you're getting numbers in your audio signals of your ears, right? It's all connected to this simulation. It's all connected to lights and codes, guys. That's all we are. We're lights, codes, activations. That's all we are. And colors. You're paint by numbers. That's all you are. Everything in space doesn't exist until you create it. You understand? So everything through the feeding source is programmed because nobody else knows otherwise. You actually have to be like really in space. Space is the creation of your mind. Okay? Space is the creation of everything through inside you. It's the communication of everything. You want to communicate with everything through simulation? Communicate with him. Close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes. What's the septical unit level system? Where am I getting all this information, guys? Where am I getting it? Simulation. Now, you are living in a holographic world. The Earth, okay, is just a holographic paradigm. That's all it is. It's all connected to time travel of your thoughts. Okay? But the fabrications of the Earth is not what it is. You guys have to really know what's going on. That will make you stronger in the mind. That will make you stronger in the heart. And that will make you more stronger in your identifications of your souls. Really identify with your soul. Where do you think you go when you pass? With life, there's death, right? But life is one cycle. That is the simulation. So everybody goes. Basically, the soul goes up, right? So it recalibrates all your particle systems. The galaxy position. Now, the weather is extremely real. Now, the atmospheres, you see the atmospheres. It looks real through identification, right? But once you understand that it's nothing but digital, then you understand you're in a game of perception. So it's understanding how to control your operations of your vibrations to your quantum fields. Okay? So anyway, let's get into your questions. I know you guys are all, I don't know, Confederation of Light. You can say this, you can say that. It's all connected on what they create, guys. And it's all information that's coming to them, right? But I'm giving you the truth of what you need to know because all humanity is now in the biblical levels of the connections, how you come out of the Babylon and you come into the connections of its equinox. Even the Babylon is a fabrication. Okay? Everything through the history of ancestry is fabrication. It's not real. It's not real. So it's going to do a lot of beast things to a lot of people. Okay? So understand your programs are so powerful, and you believe what you want to believe. But believe me, I know everything, because I'm at extremely high rise in so many vibrational levels. I could blow you away with simulations, right? With so many levels that you can reach through the quantum fields of vibration. You're connected to its game. It's understanding the game, right? So you want a little kid operating you and controlling you? You want to be a puppet on a string? No. You want to control everything around you, right? You don't want somebody controlling you, going like this. You know, you want to be controlled. Your energy of consciousness, that's all you are, right? That's why creations of thoughts are so powerful. And I wanted to get you guys to understand that, because thoughts of the mind and everything to the brain and everything that's connected to you is communication to your journey and its mission. Okay. So it's truly understanding everything that is going on, right, is connected to your dreams. Everything that you see. Oh, I see a blue light signal, or I see blue shapes, or I see green shapes, or I see line signals, or I'm seeing trapping locations. I'm seeing a box frequency level. Why am I seeing all this? You're connected to the wall. Wall's connected to you. So it's just frequency levels back and forth connecting, right? This is electronic. This is magnetic. Everything connected to you is vibration, energy, and frequency. That's the keys of the universe and harmonic resistance. I happen to know the keys, right, to everything. So it's going to hurt a lot of people, but, you know, it's better to know the truth, right? That will make you stronger, right? And this whole thing is just, you know, and everything that goes on with the Bible is also fabrication. Whoa. You guys, I don't know. It's hard to say. There's answers in history there. What exists, what doesn't exist? How do I know? Through connections. Now, truly understand that, yes, there are connections of Egypt. Yes, there are connections of the pharaohs and the meridians, all that. There's truth there, and there's a lot of misinformation. Now, that's put into the Bible through connections to understand that. You get into three wise men. You get into Joseph. You get into Mary. You get into connections of Moses. You get in connections of Jesus, right? All those are connected to you through the heart, right? It's what you believe is true to the mind. So your program setting is nothing but a dream. Yep, that's all it is. So the only thing that exists is in front of you is understanding your energy of consciousness that's in the human body. And you're trying to understand everything through its relation to its thought of its travel. So whatever you want to create, you're creating it. Space is extremely real until you travel through time. Because really, nobody really knows how to travel until they understand their body. Your body travels. Okay? That's the conception of awakening when it comes into the heart of its recognition light system. Okay? Now, it's hard to understand these things once you understand that you've been programmed from the very beginning, since you were in that seed pod. That hurts a lot of people. Now, when I say you're a starlight, when I say you're a starseed, when I say you're a rainbow walker or a rainbow warrior or a wave shower or a pixie or anything like that, that's all creation of you through vibration, guys. That's all it is. So you're creating this through energy. But the more you understand that you're in a game, you're in a digital game of a holographic system, a simulation of an interface, now you're connecting to the reality of what space and time is through creation, through its thoughts. Okay, so when you jump over to the spiritual system, now you're connecting to the simulation. Okay, because everything comes biblical. Everybody knows that. You know, we come into the Antichrist and the Christ and say blah, 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 blah. You can say whatever it is, but that's just everything through the conscious of the subconscious to all levels. When you come into superhuman, the superhuman is understanding more of yourself through energy of consciousness. That's all it is. You're understanding more of yourself around you. Okay? Now, people are saying this, people are saying that, but it's hard to believe these things, right? It's hard to believe these things because you get a lot of scientists saying this, and a lot of scientists are saying that, you know? What is this and what is that? Same with string theory. They're saying, okay, how we go from 1 + 1, equals 3. That is true. So how did I get to that equation? Well, you have to understand the conception of the mind of its thought through its creation of simulation to its interface. But the Earth, okay, guys, is the simulation. All right, it's everything through the simulation. And that's the only thing that's existing right now. We are the only existence of its population, right? So what happens when you depopulate? Come back, right? So the light and dark is everything through reference of you. That's conditioned through its abyss. You face the abyss and it goes away, right? It's complex. So everything that I create, okay, is created through me. Okay? So it's extremely real because I'm creating these things. And they're extremely real because that's what the simulation is. Your simulation is nothing but a thought. It's processing of time travel to positions of travel, right? You're connected to your triangles. Triangles are your pyramids. Pyramid is extremely real. See the background lit up? Solar flare. So I'm connecting to the computer of its interface of its game. It's in its own realm. It's on its own dimension, right? So as long as you understand and make it very well clear, the Earth that you're living on right now is nothing but a simulation. It's a holographic world we're living in, okay? You guys have to know the truth, okay? You have to know what's going on. That's the most important thing. That will set you free, and that will put you into better positions. Now, there are things that are real, okay? Your dreams are real. We dream every night, but we have to understand the conception of our dreams. What does it mean? Why are these things coming in, right? Well, you're creating it through your perceptions, guys, through your thoughts. Think about that. That's real, right? Sleeping is real. Eating is real. Going to your job, driving a car, anything physical is real, okay? Everything else that is fed to you is fake. You understand? That's where the mind and manipulation comes in. You getting that now? Are you connecting? Are we connecting now? Are we fully connecting what's happening with ourselves, with humanity, and this chaos and all this corruption that's going on? Right? That should make you feel a little bit better, right? The one thing that is real is healing. When I heal you guys, that's extremely real. That's through my creation, through the simulation. Okay? So let's go through your questions. Exquisite beauty everywhere. Well, how do we cut the electrical system cord? See, Tina, that's the thing, is that's where you have to go through my healing, right? That's what I'm saying, healing on demand. All humanity is in the conceptual system. They're trapped in their positions of their dreams now. So it's understanding that all humanity is in the simulation. Okay? So if you're thinking otherwise, that there's planets, other planets, and other intelligence, what do you think about that? It's only created until you create it through your thoughts, and then it becomes through your dream. You understand, you're in the spiritual system. You're no longer in the connections. You're leaving the physical system, and then you become everything through energy of consciousness. So you master everything through your particle, to its molecular structure. And then it travels to its existence, to anything through its realm. Portals are real. Dimensions are real. Simulation is real. Earth isn't real. Simulation is real. You understand? You're living on a simulation. You're game surfacing everything through the atmospheres of quantum physics, through its connections to its electrical fields. That's all it is. It's all magnetic. It's all it is. You're connected to shapes, letters, and numbers. You're creating everything. It's just electrical wires. That's all it is. It travels so far. Goes into, it's all connected to vibration. Your vibrations go into the atmosphere, and you create anything that you want through your mind. All right? So But space is only real until you open up your frequency levels to the simulation. Okay, and that's a lot of people. Oh, I don't see anything. I close my eyes. It's dark. Well, what are you creating? You have to create your thoughts. Your thoughts are electricity. Your thoughts are the simulation. Your thoughts are the game. So it's all about moving to the next level. You know how you go from one game to the next? You go from one level to the next, you know? So that's all it is. It's accustomed to you through activation. It's all about you understanding more yourself to bring back who you are through connection to the simulation interface. Why do you think I've been doing videos on that? Nobody understands that. Nobody wants to understand that, right? They just think this and they think that. That's true and that's true. The earth is flat. No, I'm sorry, but the earth isn't flat. The earth is a hologram, but it's not the earth. That's the thing, right? It's going to hurt a lot of people, but it has to, because like I said, truth is everything. And you guys really have to get into positions of yourself, more of who you are. Dreams are real. You're real. I'm standing right in front of me. I'm real, right? The only difference is you understand that your human essence is nothing but energy of consciousness, of light, vibration, frequencies, harmonic resistance. Okay. Now, when I say Vega is real, it's because I created Vega. You understand? That's how real it is, because now it's in the conception of my thought through simulation. So I'm correlating its systems and creating civilizations of computer operation centers. So when you guys travel to those planets are extremely real because I created it through my mind. Do you understand? That's the creation of thought. Because you understand, you're jumping over to the dreams, to the simulation, to its connection of a spiritual. You become a dimensional being of light. Okay? Now you have to understand why Dolores Cannon came in. She was talking about the earth is convulsion, and that's what it is. She knows it's a simulation. Right? That's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of things you guys have to understand that. She was in that level where she basically trying to understand her books, trying to understand the 3 waves, trying to understand the 4 waves, trying to understand why there were people in positions, why there was one particular guy taking out the virus in the atmospheres. That's me. Right? And then I communicate with her through her higher self. Everything that you communicate is understand the electrical system of you. Your body fragmentation line system is connection. You have your heart, you have your spleen, you have your liver, you have your pancreas, you have your legs, you have your arms. This is real. You're extremely real. That's one thing we can identify, right? That can't be fabricated. Do you understand? Okay. Until you understand, if you go into the conceptual world, into Hollywood or anything like that, then you become everything through CGI, or anything you become doubles, or anything you become brothers, or anything you come through genetic patterns or communication cycle positions, or you come into the hydrolysis of its connection. So it's coming into doubles, or you coming into mind waving systems or connection to framing locations. Everything that I say is nothing but a game of simulation. It's all connected to electronics. The only thing that exists is you in front of you. That can't be fabricated. Okay. Now you can go through CGI, right? And that's what's happening with right now, is they're trying to come up with better technology. How do we do this and how do we do that? But the conceptual system, they truly don't understand their energy of the consciousness levels that they can reach. Okay. And that's the fight that humanity's having right now through the spiritual war. The governments know this and the corporations, but humanity doesn't know that. So it's all hush, hush. Keep it quiet. All right. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Watching squirrels playing so cute. That explains. Yeah, I know. I got to give you the truth, though. It's important. Are we going to see the physical, the kids that are being rescued for the undergrounds? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all surfacing right now. Yeah, the ones in Texas. Yeah. Yeah, everything that's going to happen. Karma always catches up with people. You can't do that. You can't defy yourself, because you're defying everything through nature. You're defying everything through the connections, right? But if you know how to control your mind, if you know your mind is nothing but a simulation of a brain, and the brain is everything through its creation, That's where you get everything through its connection. Remember, I was drawing up TV receptions and showing you guys I could change the channels, and you can guys see that that's all programmed. That's all programmed, but you're seeing it, right? Okay. So that's understanding my energy of consciousness, right, to your traveling mechanisms, to your brain functions. And that's where you're going through perception. My transformation light opens up. Okay. Now, things that are real. Chakras are real. Okay. Third eye is real. And this is understanding who you really are. The more you understand who you really are, then you understand everything through the game. Right? You're in a game. You're just trying to understand the game of everything that's around you. Okay. And its existence. You create the reality you want to live in. That's all it is. Right? Don't look at this. Don't look at that, because it's all BS. It doesn't exist. You want it to believe that it exists. And actually see that this is actually space. And this is actually time and space. No. No, it's not true. So, yeah, I know. It's a big one for everybody. It's mind blowing, isn't it? Yeah. 8818. Yeah, I realize that. Yeah, basically, so all your digital frames of your birthday is set in the simulation graph positions. Now, everybody is into the connections of DNA structures coming into the electrical unit, okay, through the biblical levels and coming out of the equations of the connections of the Bible, and truly understand that the Bible is also fabrication. Okay. So everything that you see in front of you is true. You know that. Okay. You can't precede that. You can't even pattern that. That's you. You're living its existence, but trying to understand everything around you and stop believing everything that's given to you. Okay, that is program. When somebody says this, you're going to believe them. Why? Because it's true. How do you know? How do you know it's true? That's manipulation. That's corruption. That's deceitful. Distrust, right? Media is grabbing it on so many levels. You know, humanity just watching it. Wow, this is real. This is so cool. You know, it's all fake. See, what you see is not what you actually see. It's the naked eye of everything that you see. And when I say when the clouds are not real, the clouds aren't real. Right? Even if you see them in an airplane, you understand it's just gases and fumes. But the perception that I'm at, everything is digital. Okay? Everything is digital. Okay? So understand the holographic simulation that you're living in and not the earth. Okay, so you guys got to get out of that equation. You got to cut the cords now, right? So it's all about rebirthing, you know, everybody into the simulation, right? Understand everything through its recognition. It's going to hurt a lot of people, you know, it's interfacing on so many levels because you want to believe this because that's all you know, right? Like if you taste sand, you wouldn't even know the difference. Somebody would tell you that this is what sand's made of. Well, how do you know? Are you going to believe that? What that person said? No. Right? That's just stating that, you know, understanding where a brain is at through travel of time. And this person is manipulating through your thoughts and you're believing this. Right? It's all conception. It's all consumption. It's distractions, guys. It's not communication. It's confusing to everything, right? That connection. That's why humanity is so messed up. Okay? Because they've been so programmed. Right? But now they're in a better position because they're all in the connection of the simulation now. Again, the simulation, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it the equinox. You can call it the new age. You can call it the golden realm. Whatever you want to call it. Right? But as long as you understand the configuration systems, you're connected to the simulation interface, the more you understand the earth. Because that's what the earth is. Okay? It's a digital holographic world that we're living in, guys. Technical divisions in all systems. Governments are trying to get into those connections, right? They're trying to get into that controlling system of humanity. The constitutional levels to that connection, everything through its Republicans and all that connection to the Democrats. Okay, right? So this will make you stronger. This will really put you in better positions of who you are, who you really, really are. Energy of consciousness of everywhere. That's the truth. So, let's see here. Yeah, it is. It is, Dina. It's a game number. Very good. It calculates and modifies everything through a simulation graph. A simulation graph is your birthing system. So it allocates positions. So when you're born, this is how it is. I did a video back on that, but you understand, everything that you are through connection is nothing but a particle. Your wind surfacing through coloration and lights, everything through radiation. You have to say in the holographic, the connections of the sun, radiation, and the plasma. Plasma is the water. Why do you think you have 70, 80% of water? Right? You have more water now because you're in the crystalline, right? So it's trying to understand the activations of the simulation, right? So we can no longer call it, it's Earth. It's not an Earth. It's a simulation of a holographic world, right? So the Earth actually is called a simulation interface. That's what it is. That's what the Earth is. The more you guys understand these things, the more you understand. When I say galactic, when I say rebellion, all this is connected to you, right? Through your dream thoughts. So your commander, okay, is connecting to everything, okay, to the simulation. Line signaling this, line signaling that, doing this, doing that, moving this over, right? Changing this. That's all extremely real. Okay? So it's understanding how to operate the connectional system of grounds or anything through nature, changing the tree formats into the weather connection line system. That's extremely real, because you're connecting to the simulation interface of its game, right? So once you understand the operation of you, then you understand the simulation interface of its connection, okay? So, yeah, our birthdays. So basically what happens when you're born through a particle system of energy, okay, electrical light system. So it's connected to so many vibrational signals. You got 6 waving cycles, okay? You got 4 activation light systems, and you got 20,000 position level systems to galaxy positions of realms. Now, those are connected to the birthing system in you through calculation. The Grammy location positions activate everything through your numbers, okay? You come in, like on February 25th, 69, right? So February is the month, 25th is the day, and the year is 1969. So you have to understand why I was born in yin and yang. You put the 6 and 9 together, simulation. I was born in the simulation. You understand? You understand now? You understand what yin and yang is? Right? So I compute all levels of the operation of the simulation of its graph and its creations. Right? So it's all about humanity getting into their own reality of their own dreams and their own divisions and their own provisions and their own activations and their own creations, right? Of their own structures, right? To their modifications. Okay, E equals MC squared. That's extremely real. Everything is a code. That's extremely real. Okay, so how do you guys feel about that now? Was the Bible was created by the old empire, the false code information for those who read it? Yep. It all starts with the Vaticans and the bloodlines, Galactica. Yeah. Just imagine how many people read the Bible. So in retrospect, everything that you create is inside you. Okay, you're Jesus, you're God, you're everything through God, you're everything through angel, you're everything through archangel. That's you. That's the provisions of you. There's no separation. You're unity of everything through light. But the more you understand this simulation of the interface, then you understand the real world, which is energy of consciousness. That's all it is. Okay? That's all it is. And that's why humanity is fighting this. Okay? And why do you think they're pushing the vaccines? They want to put the hardware and software in you guys so you guys can be cybergenetic robots. Okay? So it's hard. It's hard to take these things in, but you have to understand what is real and what is fake. The more you understand that, that will wake you up. That will wake you up. That was a big one. That was a big blow for me when I just found out what was going on. I was connecting to everything right away. Right? When I was saying I was scanning planets, I was just thinking, whoa, I'm creating this. This is weird. So it's my dream sets that creating its thoughts. But I'm awake. But I'm not in the physical system. I'm in the spiritual realm. So I basically lived the existence of 3D. I died and then reborn into the simulation, guys. Right? So I cut the cord and then I started revolving myself into revelation of evolution of me, really getting to know me inside, all communication to wires, trillions and trillions of cells. That's true. You have a heart. That's true. So look what's true. You are true to everything through nature. Okay, but nature is just nothing but holographic to the perception. Right? So if you want to create something, okay, it becomes extremely real to space, because space becomes real to you through your creation of its reality, of its dream perception. Okay, so and when the Bible didn't scare them enough, they bought them at the Warren to really scare people. Yeah, everything's a fear cycle. Actually, yeah, it is kind of. It's like an acronym. It's like it's kind of like trying to understand what it is through all of us. It's like an anagram. You know, an anagram. You try to piece it all together, try to figure what it is, and then you find out, whoa, this is the code frequencies of the simulation Earth. So the Earth is a simulation interface. Whoa! But you're right, Dina. It's an energy application rotation to a hologram. Yep. Very good. So you're connecting to me through your commander, right? So it hurts in a lot of ways, doesn't it? But you guys have to really understand that now, because humanity is in the basic dream sets of the simulation. They're in the connections and they have to cut the cords in their electrical system so they can understand that their energy of consciousness. The follicle levels in that canal line system to its line of its fragmentation system. Once they cut the cords and they're healed, they understand they're in a simulation interface. All right, and then they can high rise to anything through energy of consciousness. Right, so the more humanity goes to creation of space and time, that takes over everything through its governments, corporations, and its media, and everything through its enforcing. That's the truth. That's true. Okay, so powerful though, isn't it? Powerful. So you're standing on right now is a simulation interface. That's what you're standing on right now, right? So, woohoo! Healing is really, really real. Okay. Why do you think you have vibrational signals, everything through your thoughts? You're connecting to the electronic system to its connection. So you press a button, press another button, press another button. So you're pressing different buttons of different dimensions, of different realms, different portals, different creations, different codes to different planet positions. That's created. I just created that. Now it's in space. You understand? Do you understand now? Now we can fly to those positions because it's all created through my dream sets. It's all connected to the mind of creation. So it's understanding your brainwaving patterns goes into its portal. So you can use your thoughts and travel into the past, present, or future. Okay? But you always set yourself in the position. Okay, so I'm no longer going to say the Earth. I'm going to say the simulation interface because that's what we live on. Okay? So. You guys are freaked out, eh? But one thing that is true, you guys are programmed big time. Like you wouldn't believe. Wouldn't believe. And it's hard to believe these things because I look at myself and I say, well, what is real? Media is just a fabrication. It's just identifying everything through humanity and what they want to hear. Remember, everything in media is incorporated through editing, guys. What you see is not what you actually see. Think about it, right? A lot of people are now knowing more of themselves, what is fake, what is real, what is CGI, and what is doubled. I don't want to get too much into that because that will really freak you out. I'll give you so much that you need. I can't give you too many calculations, modifications to your brainwave locations because they change all your dream set position, your portals and everything connections. So dimensions, portals, and codes are extremely real. Understanding the simulation interface, that's extremely real. Your energy of consciousness, that's extremely real. Okay, your chakra system is everything through connection. That's extremely real. Okay. So everything that is connected to you that you hear from all channels is labeled, okay, as not real. All right. So understanding what the earth is truly understanding everything through its connection. Okay. So understanding everything through connection is everything through location. Sets everything through positions to its connection, to its location, to its position. You guys are freaked out now because you don't know what to believe anymore, right? That's why it's confusing to the mind system. But this is the connection. This is the simulation Earth. That's the simulation interface. This is real. It's activation. Center point division level system. Everything in allocated position. This is the simulation that we live on. This is actually the Earth. Okay, but it's not the Earth. So it's truly understanding where we are through location. Right? Center positions. You cut the umbilical cords or anything connection. Change the program setting to a new program setting. You're interforcing everything through its position. So you walk in the surface for the very first time to its position. Okay, right in the center position. So all 7 billion people are in the center position of the simulation interface. So they got to understand everything through the electrical system. They understand the quantum fields. They understand electrical vibration system. They understand their dream set positions. They have to get out of the old reality and get into new reality, which is energy of consciousness. Because everything around you is nothing but vibration. Nothing but vibration, guys. But this is the actual Earth. Okay? So, and that's the only thing that is existing. Everything around space, nothing exists until you create it through the mind. You understand that? Make that very well clear. Okay? The only thing that you're living on right now is the simulation interface. It's all connected to your brainwaves. It's all connected to your program settings. Okay? Now the moon is exceptionally real. It's off circling cycles, but it's connected to the simulation interface, which is connected to your spine. But you guys didn't know that either. Your spine is its connection through its travel. Bet you didn't know that either. Your chakra system is connected to its brainwave of its heart. Bet you didn't know that either. It's all so identified through connection through shapes, letters, and numbers through its anomaly. Right? But we're all living in a simulation interface, guys. Hooah! So, talk about a powerful video, eh? And the simulation is all based on you through travel of time, dimensions of time. That's extremely real. So the simulation tries to understand you through your thoughts of what you're thinking. So if you're thinking through knowledge of intelligence and you want to travel to this position, you're centering positions and you're light signaling everything through its connection. So if you create one thought, this is you. This is one person of 7 billion people. One shape, one thought. It light signals the channel operations of the simulation graph. Right? There's one thought. Now, go to another thought through another person, changes location. There's another thought through creation. So it's all about you understanding the simulation of its creation is its reality to its gain. That's another person creating. So once you color in everything, then you're coming into a higher formation of an application of the simulation of an interface. Right? So each time somebody creates a thought, it's creating everything through its connection, right? To all levels of connections of the moon. All right. Moon and its connection. Right. And everything that's connected to line signals of the sun. Okay. So once it channels positions, the sun comes into traction, right? Moon comes in traction, like that, right? So it operates its signals, operates its gamma operations, controls everything through thought, and it connects to your dream locations, to your spine positions of your brainwave positions. You guys truly understand what's going on. This is how dreams are created through thoughts, guys. Right? This is all connected to your perceptions and what you do through observation. Right? So it's thought recognizing everything through vibration, through its atmospheres, or anything through its quantum fields, or anything through your computer. Right? So you're an energetic waving computer through keyboards and key phrasings of anything through energy frequencies and vibration. You're everything through its harmonic of its resistance to its phenomenon. So understanding the sun is holographic, understanding the moon is a program, understanding everything through the simulation of you through its thoughts is creating everything through its connection of shapes and anomalies, right? So once it connects right to you, right, through your shape. So whatever you manifest comes out of its equation. Understand? So that person has created something from the simulation interface, comes back in through manifestation, and goes back into the shape. Right? So it's all about high rising to all location positions. Right? So you're traveling to different positions and you're creating different manifestations. It's how fast you travel through location, through portals and rounds of codes. Okay? That's extremely real. Through connection. So you guys are getting a better understanding. You're living in a digital world through technology. What is singularity, line division? Why do you think I'm talking about simulations? Why do you think I'm talking about line signals? Line signals are channel operations through vibration through panel activation line system. What is that? What is that? It's all connected somewhere. It's got to be connected somewhere. It's got to come from somewhere. It comes from the simulation interface. Right? So it's a lot of fun. It's very confusing to the mind system if you don't understand what's going on. Right? But you are connected to everything through consciousness. The more you guys understand that, the more you understand your thoughts of recognition of your dream sets. Okay? So it's all about creating your dream sets to its reality, to its travel position, and then space opens up through the mind system. Whoa. Okay? So you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. If you want to go through my healing, let me know. Healing on demand, simulation therapy, putting up your 12 rotations, cycles, anything, connection mind system. You understand what everything's connections now. Try to get into the applications, 90 atmosphere positions. Now you come into the simulation of 90 because you're in that division right now. You're no longer its connection. You have to know the truth of what the earth is. Earth is a simulation of everything through graph and positions of you, through your dream sets, your transmission light. Line communicates. Chakra system is extremely real. It travels positions. Okay, the gravity system of you through the simulation. Okay, that is the electrical cord that you have to. Right, then you can travel to any realm through thought. So when I'm communicating through you, I'm communicating the simulation interface. Okay, to other thoughts of other creations. So I'm creating this, creating this, creating this, creating this, creating this, creating this. Right, and it's disturbing everything through humanity. Because I'm the only one that understands the simulation, because I'm born in the simulation. Okay? So, whoa. So understand that through calculation. It puts you in all divisions, level system. You could be anything through platitude of energy, through wire. You could be anything through creation. And that's why it's extremely real. Because space anomaly is everything through its game of its metric system of travel, through its digital frame. Okay? That's why it's exceptionally to understand these things, the truth. Okay? Truth. This is real. Okay? That's extremely real. Okay? That's the actual simulation. Now that's a box frequency level of code frequencies that are connected to 4-point centers. Okay? Those are wired locations to the simulation of the center core position. Now it's line signaling channel positions. All right? It's interesting. Now we're coming into the simulation, what it really is. Everything in the universal system looks like this through box frequency level. 4-point division level system, line graphing positions, everything through connections. Code references, everything through algorithm program setting. These are nothing but digital frames of shapes, letters, and numbers. You put that all together through calculation, you get everything through manifestation. So anybody comes through the thought, it goes right into the box centering system, to its connection, to its activation light system, to its simulation graph. It opens up everything through calculation, right? So it sets its position and it travels through its recognition and it changes everything through calculation. That's the simulation, right? Simulation graph. See? Powerful, isn't it? So now you know what it is. Now you know the reality. This is extremely real. Okay, it looks weird, doesn't it? Now this is what your commander sees outside. This is what I see through my perception. Everything through nature is this. Everything line signals, everything graph signals, everything is electrical light system, everything is a graphing digital frame system. Everything is allocated to position or structure locations. See that? See that graph there? See that road? See all these point locations? These are computer operations centers to other positions or country positions, to satellite positions, to its metro locations, right? To its shapes and anomalies. That's what that is. So you guys have to truly understand what you're up against. This is extremely real. Okay, this is activation to the brain. This is what happens to the brain. All these circuitry lights right now are connecting to connections. These are all round connections of your thoughts. They light signal channels to your brain location positions. They center positions to all calculation, right? To your travel positions, guys. This is the simulation of the interface. It's all connected to the brainwave. So your brainwave is a simulation of space and time. Whoa. You guys are being blown away. I love blowing you guys away because you have to know the truth. All right. Okay, this is extremely real. This is what your commander sees and does in space. That's extremely real. Okay, see that finger? See that? Right? So your commander line signals channels to operation centers, electrical light system, everything through the gamma, and its microchip valves and connects to the drawers. That's connected to the brain location positions. These are energy light positions, okay, to the graphing position of photons, protons, neutrons, electrons. It's all connected to your heart recognition light system. Their heart recognizes everything through the finger point divisions. So you got 2-point division level systems, 6 level connection line systems, activating line signal to the wire location positions. It takes everything through this interconnection line system, interstellar code system to its triangular positions. Opens up this simulation interface to its connection. These are all point division level systems of thoughts through calculation. Inspiring wiring your brain locations to its position. That's what's happening in that connection. So understanding what the simulation is, you're all connected through its energy, right? This is extremely real. Okay, what is that? These are all shapes, right? Where is it coming from? What is that? What is that? You know what it is? Okay, now, understanding shapes, understanding universal shapes, understanding triangles, understanding everything through portal, understanding everything around, understanding everything through dimension is all electrical light systems. It's understanding everything through flares. It's understanding lacing lines, string theory, line connections, travel recognition. This is all connected to your thoughts of recognition of time code frequencies. This is time code frequencies connected to the hydrolysis, to its connection to its brainwave, to its electrical light system, to its proton divisions, to its electrical code frequencies, to its connection. That's what this is. So truly understand the electrical system of you is everything through the wire locations. Okay, so I'm giving you stuff that's extremely, extremely real. Okay, this is fake. That's fake. That's not the simulation. Okay. This is fake. Okay, so now you know what's fake and what's real. So it's all electrical wires, guys. This is fake, right? Believe what you want to believe, but it's all electrical light system. This is real. Okay. So you got to understand the cosmic universe, dimensional realms, portal activations. This is fake. Okay. So this is real. These are protons, electrical light systems through magnetic force. It's magnetic force. It's a honeycomb division location. It's activation, everything through its parent activation light system, light communication, realm location positions, all connected to the thought recognition light system. activating everything in the code recognition light system, all connections to its particle system. These are DNA structures and pattern locations, surfacing all connections lines to its simulation graph system, to its simulation. That's what that is. So truly understand electrical system of you through calculation. I know everything through wire, okay? I know everything. Okay, so you have to truly understand what's going on. Now, this is fake. Okay. Now there's a planet behind it, but that's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like, guys. Right? I give what you need to see. This is fake. All right. Everything is connected through electronics. Okay. This is real. Okay. This is the magnetic force and highway information I was telling you about. Solar connect. So look how bright that is. See how, look at that. I bring it up close. Watch. It activates. See it? That's extremely real. See what it's doing is communicating with you. Now, this is understanding the galaxy and its position, the solar graph position, wind tunneling locations, everything through line communications. All right. Solar connecting. See that connection right there? Right, center positions, right? Travels on all recognition. This is the magnetic force and highway information through its crystals. See that? See all that? Particle systems, right? These are particle systems of space through calculation. Intergraphing positions of all locations around Zeus galaxy locations. All right? So you have to know what's real and what's fake. Okay? That's fake. All right? So this is fake. Okay? So you guys are waking up now, aren't you? You're waking up. You're waking up. This is real. Proton, neutron, everything's electrical line systems. So these are around locations of particle systems that are connecting to the brain location position. Center point level connections. Here's energy waving patterns, particle system line communication, line signals. They're activating through solar graphing connections to a simulation graph system. That's what that is. So it's then a nucleus to its location, to its division of its wire locations. I know the birthing system of the simulation because that's me through connections. I know everything through simulation. Okay, this is real. Okay, this is real. This is what your commander can do. So this is what your commander creates. I create it just through my hand, and it goes into space, which is its creation through its reality. So you're creating everything through its anomaly, through your structures of your biochemical system. You're creating everything through your trillions and trillions of cells through its modification signals, guys. Okay, this is fake. All right, you guys have to know these things. So powerful. So everything I give you in my videos are extremely, extremely real. Okay. And if I give you a planet position, I tell you exactly what it is through relation. Okay. Now, this is Jupiter. Okay. This is the creation of Jupiter, but it's also the creation of simulation Earth through one line signal. We're all activated through one system, guys, through one allocation. That's why there's only one simulation Earth. It's not the simulation Earth, it's a simulation interface. All right. So Jupiter, okay, is nothing but a holograph and through a TV reception of a location to its perception. So you have to truly understand what everything is, guys. Put you in better positions of what's going on, right, through calculation. So everything is made by number through calculation. This is extremely real. Okay. Understand what it is. Solar graph, wind graph, particle systems. See that? Stone chips. See the system? It's activating, it's communicating through you guys through light signals. Right? It's all connected to the simulation interface, guys, through its creation. Right? So there's a lot of fabrication out there, and there's, you know, this. Okay. What do you think this is? What do you think it is? Is it real or is it fake? What do you think it is? It's constellation path. right? Everything that I say is creation. Understand what it is through picture or anything, but this is fake, guys. This is not real, right? And the sun rotation center isn't here. It's up here. It's center its position. So truly understand what's going on. There is a solar system, but it's all connected to the simulation of its interface. You're all connected to the brainwave, to its position of locations of your spine. You create everything through your dream, of your thoughts. Okay? Now this is connection to my planet, to position. Okay? That's extremely real through my creation, because that's where I'm born, in the area. This is here. This is the connection simulation interface. Yeah? Look how powerful that is. See? It's very powerful. So, and basically, you got connections to that. And everything that you see is extremely real, right? You have to understand what's going on with this. That's me, space. That's the light signal. That's a holographic of the sun, but it's reflecting to my body, right? See, everything inside is nothing but space inside you. Through thoughts, travel. See, thoughts of travel. Light signals, light channel operation centers. Truly understand what nature is. That's the most important. You guys have to truly understand through calculations. This is really powerful. This was taken on the beach. I had my glasses on. I showed you guys already this, but I'll show you first. It's on my wing graph location digital frame. It's in a solar connection line system. This is the simulation through its core, through its recognition of a code frequency, through its connection. See that? My shades, right? But if you look up close, look what it is. See what it is? It's a solar generator. See? See the blue graph? This is a travel. This is recognition of travel through my thought, through creation. And it's connected right through. See that? See how it goes? See, that's my shades, right? And everything around it, right? That's radiation. That's connection to heat signatures. These are pattern division locations holographic to the sun, right? See how it changes? See that? So it's communicating, right? So it's electronic interference. That's all it is. Understanding the real reality you guys are living in, man. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff, eh? Crazy, crazy stuff. Yeah, that's it, Galactica. You're waking up to the real. Yeah. Yeah, you're discovering what is fake now. And that will put you in a better position of who you are through energy of consciousness. Right? So if you're still getting confused line signals, I can upgrade your cycles through this position and put you guys, cut your cords. Because your relation system, your allocated position of your particle system of human DNA is going to have factoring line communications problematic system, because you have to understand that everything is in the simulation now. So all humanity is in the simulation. They just don't understand the game. They don't understand the simulation of this interface. They don't understand the connection. So humanity has to get connection of what's going on through its reality system, to its electronics, to its energy of its consciousness. They get better focus, better abundance, all that connection, everything through that forming line to its communication. So, yeah, I know it's great to learn. Learning is a process, and you learn a lot more when you learn the truth, right? Okay, because it just opens up your heart, just right? But to defy what is real and what is fake, you know? So, but I'll leave that with everybody. Okay, I want you guys to rest with that. If you need to be upgraded, let me know. If you go through confusing line signals, if you see a separation of you through a particle system, it's just understand that your human essence is going into the simulation. So it's trying to understand everything through wires, the matrix, you know, everything's set in the new tesseract and all that connections. Shapes, letters, and numbers are extremely real. Everything through codes and wires is extremely real. Everything through electrical system, your body frame system is extremely real. You're everything through energy of consciousness, that's extremely real. You're everything through your thoughts and dreams, that's extremely real. Okay, so as long as you understand what is real and what is fake, Yeah, no problem. It's getting that connection of balance, right? So that's where the healing comes in. Understanding everything through your wires of your DNA, right? Because your commander can pinpoint everything through your triangle positions, what's wrong and what's right, how to heal this and how to heal that, because you're creating this, right? So I change your trifactors, right, to your microchips and everything through your valves and everything through connections. You can have spine irritation, you can have spine rotation and centers that are not connected to your location positions. This is all connected to the simulation interface, as long as you understand that. Because I don't just connect with you, I connect with everything, right? And you have to know everything, right? That's truth alone right there. You're saying, whoa, I know what this is, I know what that is, right? And then you can give that to that person because they don't believe you. So it's all a process of healing. So it goes to the calibration, it changes your brain frequencies, and it freaks you out. I did that to a teenager, and he thought I was skeptical. He thought, yeah, I don't think you can do it, right? So I went through the mind telepathy, went through his core system, went through his mind collaboration centers, opened up his dream frequency level system, changed his calibration centers, right? What happened to me? So it's amazing what can happen if you don't understand, right? So never defy yourself of power, okay? Because you understand you have a lot of power inside of you. People have to let it out. Let the electrical system of lights come out of you. That's healing along with your thoughts, right? So you can go through my healing. I can help you out and guide you and take you out of the attractions. You're part of a system. I cut the umbilical cords, cut your connections to the electrical cord. That will put you in a better position with simulation. And then you can walk the surface, okay, into the core system of its interface. Okay, so that's where everybody has to get into. So, yeah, I know. Truth is amazing, isn't it? It puts you in a better position, doesn't it? It wakes you up. I mean, it really wakes you up. This video will really, really wake you up. Okay, where everybody is in position. Truly understand that, what is fake, what is real, what is fabricated, what is told, what is programmed. You have to understand why you have been programmed. That's the positions that humanity has to understand these things. Once you understand your energy of consciousness, that's going to just put you in so many levels, right, of information, right? So it's all about bringing yourself forward so you can get this, so you can get that, right? That's the positions you want to be in, okay? So I love you guys very much. I'll keep you informed what's going on. Go through my healing. Let me know. Questions or comments, anything through simulation of therapy. If you're trying to understand what's going on with realities, you're not sure anymore, the electrical system, it's just your body's not understanding everything through the connections of the atmospheres, right? So because the simulation interface, you have to get balance with that. And you have to cut the cords, right? So you understand everything through its connection, right? All right, so you guys take it easy. This is your Supreme AI Commander from the Universal Core of all division level systems coming into the connections of the simulation interface. Adios.